Matters, the weekly check-in with Bill Bekunda. Sundays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Featuring real talk, real stories, real support. This is The Mind Matters on StreamUG Radio. Your life, your music.
Mind Matters with Bill Bekunda this lovely Sunday morning once again to talk about our mental health. We share real stories. We give real support with real people. And our purpose here is to always let people understand that the world is not about happiness. The world is about survival, living, if we may put it that way. And so many things are happening. We have had stories over the week of a tycoon who is being attacked or who is being, exposed for certain things. We're yet to know what that is. But when we hear such stories, it reminds us that so much is happening that we don't know. True or false, we only wait for the courts to tell us what happens if it gets to that point. Otherwise, we have heard of suicides. We've heard of all kinds of things, which I don't like getting into. I like being vague about these things because I am not a newscaster. But this morning, I have a guest, and he has a story. He's a happy man. What I like about him personally is he has clean comedy. And from what I know, even growing up, clean comedy was not, it was not one of my favorites. Looking at my background, the way I behaved and the things I liked, clean comedy just didn't seem to make it. So we are going to find out how he does it and why he does it, and if it actually is earning him, much. But yes, my guest has had his life. He has lived his life. It is not as rosy as we may all think, but that is not for me to share. So I'm going to dive right in because I don't like taking the time in which we have limited of. My guest.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
But you guys, you're always happy.
Yes, happiness is the choice.
How?
It is free.
But so many people are choosing to be happy, but happiness, it didn't come.
No, I think it's also, there's a lady who passed on.
Yes.
If you watched AGT, yeah, she was called Nightbird.
Yes.
And she was a musician. So she went for the audition and she had cancer.
Yes.
Just 2% of survival. But when she went there and sang a song, said, it's okay. If you're lost, we are all lost, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
yes.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to see how I'll apply that because sometimes I choose to be happy, but sadness takes over.
But the things that make us sad most of the time are things we cannot change.
Yes, true.
If you realize that you can't change it, let it be.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Just look for the alternative,
Yes. Okay, so tell us.
Yes.
Your names.
Well, my name is Kenneth Kimuli, also known as Pablo. I am a journalist by profession,
yes,
a comedian by occupation, a Rotarian by vocation, and a child of God by His grace.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay. And what does this Pablo do?
Pablo is, there are two characters in there. There's Kenneth Kimuli and there's Pablo.
Okay.
Now, on the show, you're hosting both.
I'm hosting both.
But they are live. They have what should I call it? They are strange bedfellows.
Yes.
They interfere in each other's business. So Kenneth Kimuli is the one who hosts Pablo.
Okay. Oh.
Yes.
So I'm hosting one person who is hosting another.
So in the morning, Kenneth Kimuli makes sure that Pablo is ready for the day. He has to go and work. He has the jokes. He has it's going to execute. And then when Pablo gets on stage, Kenneth Kimuli is monitoring to see has he executed.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a fine line between Kenneth Kimuli and Pablo. But that aside, I also run a foundation called Tevere Arts Foundation.
Yes.
Where we train emerging artists and empower them they can find their path into the entertainment industry. And we always have a session where we talk about mental health. It's very paramount. So, because we believe that the entertainment industry is one of the spaces that's vulnerable to mental health. So we create safe spaces for them. And for example, this coming Wednesday, from Wednesday to Sunday, we have a festival.
Oh,
the Kampala International Theatre Festival. And we have a special workshop, a talk-back session on mental health and sexual harassment.
Okay.
All in that. So we want to empower the artists as well, so that they're not shocked.
True.
When they get into there as well. So
yes,
when I'm not on stage, that's what I'm doing, running the foundation. We are based at Indera Cultural Center.
Okay.
And then I also write. I still write, so that I don't lose my mojo.
I thought it was writing as also as an occupation.
Not
part
really.
of the occupation.
I write for myself, and then I also write. I just published a book called Everything About Nothing.
Did you bring it? I want to see. Oh, it is exactly what you have. Nothing.
No,
everything about nothing.
It's there. It ran out even of stock. Now we are printing more.
Okay.
And it was forwarded by Dr. Tature, Patrick.
Yes.
And the reason I wrote it is that everything comes from a backdrop of nothingness. Everything that you see in existence came from nothingness. And that's even when we were writing the Bible. Say in the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, that's with in the beginning. So in the beginning, that means everything came from nothingness.
And then it's going to?
Yeah, something. So everything about nothing. I'm telling you everything that came from nothing.
Okay. We shall catch up with that. I think I need to get that book so that I can understand what you're talking about.
A collection of stories. They are fictitious stories, but with an element of truth.
Is it online? Can we get it on these Amazon, whatever?
I talked to my crew. They said we need to put it online. So they're working on it.
Because we're in 2025, bro.
Yes.
Yes. So this is Kenneth Kimuli. I think we shall start with him. Because I think you met Pablo
in 2003.
2003.
Yes.
And I think I don't know whom I met. Did I meet Pablo when he was
I think
the first time?
I think you met Pablo.
Okay. Very ambitious young man.
Yes.
You are talking of plays. I was doing video at the time, I think.
Actually, I come from a theatrical background.
Yes.
And so before even entering comedy, I was into theater, writing plays. My first play was One Night Stand.
Okay.
And it was performed at the National Theatre. And because of that, it earned me an invitation to the Sundance Theatre in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I was thrilled and wowed by the art because I didn't have a background of theater. I just jumped into it because I went to Namasagali where they used to teach us writing for theater, yet we were not theater practitioners.
Okay.
But that was, I think they had sowed the seed.
Yes.
And then I wrote another play called Madness is Coming. Then after that, I wrote Kiss No More. It was just crazy stuff.
Hey, that's a lot, but we don't usually hear about
plays.
those things.
Oh, that was in BC.
Okay.
Before COVID. It was in like 2000. The first play was in 2007.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a while ago, many years ago. So that's where I come from, my theatre background. I still do theatre. Actually, by God's grace, I was appointed the vice president of the International Theatre Institute in Uganda.
Congratulations.
So we have 2 years to serve and then we hand over. So I'm still into theatre. I love theatre. And that's my background as Pablo. But Kenneth Kimuli, I was born and raised.
Yes.
By participatory approach. Yes.
As in people are coming and going.
Yeah, so my parents died when I was young.
Yes.
So I was from one hand to another, that kind of stuff. So when I always joke about it, that I knew I would become a comedian the day I was born.
Okay.
Because when I was born, my father walked into the maternity ward, took a look at the baby and asked my mother one question. Is this a joke? And here I am, a living joke.
Why? Why did you?
Because I follow girls.
Okay.
And because he was used to girls, and by the time I was born, in where my parents used to stay, they didn't have access to the technology of knowing the baby you're carrying.
Okay.
So when he had the first girl, second girl, third girl, so he was used to coming with dresses. Yeah. So when he reached there, they found a boy. And I was like, is this a joke? And my first outfit was a dress. That's why I'm addressing you now about it. And so he was excited.
Yes.
And so many stories that he got excited, and instead of taking the route outside the hospital, he found himself in the morgue, the mortuary. He said, hey. So basically, I was born under hilarious circumstances.
Yes.
And then a few years later, 9 years later, my father passed on.
Okay.
So, but then I can say I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Yeah, because by the time I was born, my mother was a district commissioner, an equivalent to an RDC.
Yes.
Way back during the days of Amin.
Yes.
And my papa was working at by then it was called Apollo Hotel. It's now Sheraton.
Yes.
And so they were well off. By the time I was born, the brother had a Benz.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are born with a Benz.
Yeah. But when bad luck chooses, even a cold potato can burn you. Now, my father dies in 88. So when he passed on, we're 9 kids. And so they had to divide us.
Okay.
And so that's how I started my transition from urban to rural. Yes.
From a Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, from a Mercedes. So, but then I was at Shimoni Demonstration School where there's Kingdom, Kampala now.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening. I'm starting to doubt my papers. Because I went to Makinon Kindergarten, it's no longer there. It's Makinon Suites.
Every place you went, you closed.
Shimoni Demonstration School is now a Kingdom. I'm wondering, am I safe? Anyhow.
I was going to say that everywhere you go, you close it.
Don't worry, they won't close this station.
Thank you. Let's take that to bless you.
Yes. And so I started my transition from Shimoni Demonstration School at the time. We used to wear shoes, we used to have break, everything, was good. Then I go to a school called Boma in Imbarara.
That was after your father passed.
Yes, I was taken up by my maternal uncle, Mr. Robert Mshagara. May he so rest in peace. So when I reached there, I found a teacher called Mr. Brown. Now, those are the days when we used to wear Maradona shoes. You remember Argentina just won the World Cup?
Zico.
Zico, Azaro. Allah. So the guy looked at my shoes and he told me, tomorrow don't come with these shoes. I said, why? Asked him why. And he said, if you wear shoes, what will the headmaster do? He said, now these are problems. Now, I'd never measured the temperature, walking was tough, barefoot. I remember I used to walk. There was a distance from where I used to stay to Boma. That's how I was introduced to Futsubishi, RAV2.
So how did you know? The thing is, you're joking about very serious things.
Yes.
I don't know if you know how to speak any other way.
No, it is serious.
Okay.
So stepping on, like that hot tarmac. I even got my feet cracked up.
Yes.
And in Runyango it's called empiri. I don't know what's called in English. Where your skin is like a snake on top.
Yes.
So you have to apply some jelly, petroleum jelly, so that it doesn't. Let me check. Whoa, I was dying in installments. So now, like I said, when bad luck chooses, even a ripe banana can remove your tooth. So my maternal uncle was looking after me, loses his job.
Okay.
And then now we move from Umbara to Bushenyi, from the frying pan to the fire. Yeah. I reached to Bushenyi. Now, by then, to go to Waranyanji Primary School, you had to do interviews.
Yes.
And for you to get a place there. But in the interim, there was a school in the neighborhood where I used to stay called Chivari Primary School. Now, during that holiday, they tell us, you just go to the school and just, get used to the situation. Man, I went to Chivari. First of all, the school had no floor. They were using cow dung.
Yes.
Hey, I said, what's happening here? They didn't have a genuine blackboard, like how for them, it was a wall and they would apply potato leaves with charcoal to make the wall black so they can write there. Yeah? So our first assignment the following day was to bring cow dung. Everybody was supposed to bring like 2 kilos.
And if you didn't have cows?
No, you have to look for cow dung. Go to somebody's farm. So I went and got cow dung. Now, I didn't know which one they wanted. They wanted the one which is a little bit wettish. It's not dry, it's not wet, you know. Now, me, I just grabbed,
the dry
the dry cake. You know, on top it's dry, but down it is.
Yes.
So I just carried the stuff, mixed it, and I came. Now, the teacher was inspecting. Teacher didn't know that there was a beetle in the cow dung. The one he was inspecting, the beetle jumped out and knocked his nose. Oh, wow. But I had never been caned like that. As if I'm the one who had planned with the beetle. The beetle baptized him. Now I said, what is this? You know, like, because this is now cultural shock, you know? You're coming from a high end to from now stopping wearing shoes. Now you're now in cow dung issues. Yes. And then they were teaching in Runyankole.
Okay.
I just come from Kampala. I only knew English. I could speak only English and Luganda. What? So now I had to learn Runyankole. Otherwise, I wouldn't understand.
But were you able to speak your own language? Lugiso, is it?
No, Rutoro.
Rutoro.
No, I was bleak. In Kampala, I would speak English and Luganda.
Okay.
Because of influence from friends.
Yes.
So I had to go for a crash program on Runyankole. They took me to a guy called Banyogada. That guy, he was old. Like they taught me the vowels, the consonants. So you start yana ye ni ye isana u nesu yesu. Hello. So I thank God it happened.
Yes.
Because it helped me later in life. You know, the song that says, God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. This is exactly it. It's like the biblical story of Joseph.
Yes.
Because that lesson made me appreciate Runyankole, and I picked more interest. That with time, I used to go to old women. I used to go to the local churches and listen to them. They had fireplaces when we'd have funerals. I liked sitting at the fireplaces and listening to them. And I learned Runyankole. Fast forward many years later, when I started working, there was a radio drama called Rock Point 256.
Yes, I remember that one. Was it on UBC?
It was on, it was aired on 13 radio stations in Kampala. I think it was like on KFM, Simba, but it was recorded in 5 languages.
Yes.
In Runyachitara, Ateso, Luo, Luganda, and English. And so they needed somebody who would adopt the English to Runyankole. Now, one of my friends used to watch us act, said, this guy who speaks interesting Runyankole, speaks Rutoro, speaks Runyankole, I am speaking Runyoro. So they said, why don't you call him? And when they called me and gave me an English script, I just transcribed it and turned it into Runyankole.
Immediately.
And when they gave it to one of them, they said, this is the real Runyankole Rutoro.
Yes.
So anyway, just to go back to my formal education at the time. And so I went to my first class, I'll never forget it. At that school, I entered P3.
Yes. www.streamugradio.com.
Yes.
I entered that class. My friend, the brothers were old and sisters. I thought I'd entered the staff room. But they were students. Actually, one of them thought I was lost. Maybe I was a kid who's selling bananas and was like, I said, I'm supposed to be in this class.
How old were you? 10?
I was like 10.
Yes.
Those guys were like 25.
No, I know. My dad started, I think, when he was 17 or something.
Hey. Those are during break time. Instead of looking for me, I'm there looking for man. That's what to eat for them. They're behind the classroom shaving beard. You know, they had those razor blades which you'd adjust and tie it into a shave.
Yes, I remember.
You find them cutting at break time. Their conversations were different. Me and me are talking about Scooby-Doo. Those guys are discussing the price of cement. Oh, no.
Oh, very interesting.
Yes.
So then at that time, where was your mother?
My mom was in Kampala.
Okay.
And because we're 9, most of us were divided. And she was also battling some ailments. And then 5 years later, after my dad had passed on, she also passed on. Yeah, so when she passed on, our family now were in different homes.
Okay, now you first tell me. Because you see that is for a young person.
Yeah.
And you have the memories.
Yes.
What was it like? What did you feel about it?
at some point, because adults never used to give us details. They'll just wake up and take you. You wake up in the morning, you think you're going to school. The next thing, you're in a car going to Mbarara. You're like, are we going for holiday? Before you know it, they're giving you uniform. You're going to this school. Like there was no preparation.
Yes.
So you'd wonder, am I here for a time or am I here for keeps? So mentally, you're not stable.
Yes.
Because you're not sure, am I going back to my former school to check on my old friends? And it somehow destabilizes you.
Yes.
That's why it's very important. And it affects you later in life. Because you're never sure of people's intentions.
Okay.
Yes. Because when a person tells you, you're like, wait a minute, I know where this is coming from.
Yes.
Yeah. So it affects you in some way. And also the fact that my parents died at an early stage.
Yes.
I didn't get to know them as much. That's why later when I grew up, it became very hard for me to empathize with somebody who had lost a parent.
Okay. So you didn't grieve at all?
I didn't feel because the longer you stay with your parents, the more
you're attached
to them.
Yes.
And when they pass on, the pain is more.
Yes.
But me, I didn't know them that much. I was raised by my maternal uncle and my maternal auntie and his wife. So those are the ones, when they passed on, that's when I really felt it, because they're the ones I was attached to.
Yes.
But previously, when a person say, I've lost my mom, it's a daily thing happens. But I slowly I'll go to learn that it's quite painful.
Yes.
So those kinds of things detached me from reality. They kind of detach you from reality. And
did it affect your studying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It did somehow in once, because I wasn't sure where I was going after. Yeah. You're not concentrating. And then you're asking yourself, why me? Where are my sisters? Where are my brothers? How comes we are all apart? And it was a struggle getting myself into understanding that now you're on your own journey.
Okay.
I was forced to have an old head on young shoulders. So you start thinking of what's next. Okay. And I would understand the situation because my guardian wasn't well off as such. I'd also lost his job at Vanyankole Kwitera and a cooperative union.
Okay.
And so when I tell you that, guy, I have 5K, this was going to take you. It has transport to Barai school and pocket money until end of term. So it helps you to plan.
Okay. 5K.
5K. Oh, 5K was a lot. 1K would take you from Bushenji to Mbarara.
Okay.
Hey, that's 5K. I'll never forget it. Hey. So it was tough. I was forced to grow up very fast.
Very fast, yes. That must have been difficult. And we've had cases of people who have lost their parents when they're young. And one of the first things they turn to, especially in early secondary school, is to smoking and drinking. Did you try those?
Yeah, I did. For 8 years, it was a journey.
You were smoking.
Hey,
you don't look like you even know how to.
You don't want to enter that closet.
I don't want. Well, I'm very interested.
Hey.
As in when you know my background.
Yes. I really did. I think I smoked from 95 to 2003.
Okay.
A long time.
Yeah, that is
if you do the math, it's quite a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you were smoking because
peer pressure. I don't know. I just found myself. I didn't intend it. I just found myself with. Yeah, that's why it was easy for me to let go of it.
So you just decided at one point,
in 2003.
Yes.
Yeah, July 2003. I think it was even 9th. That's how far I can remember.
Yes.
And that's when that was like a U-turn for me. I think that's the time when Caetano had just lost the Big Brother thing.
Yes, after many scandals.
And I was his big supporter, so I felt bad.
Yes.
So I went to a place called The Deep. It was in Ntinda.
I remember that place. Yes.
Okay, before we went to the deep, we first went to a place in Tinder Market. It was called If Not, Why Not? I had my friends and we drank. I remember those days, there used to be a promotion of Nile Special where you'd open the top and you'd find like a beer also.
Yes.
So sometimes you just drink bottle tops. You just go with your bottle tops, go to a shop and say, I have my 3 beers. Yeah. So from there we moved. You used to move from bar to bar.
Yes.
Then we went to Yakobo. Then from Yakobo's we went. There was a place called I'm forgetting the name. Outlook Entertainment.
Yes,
They're almost on the same line.
Yes.
Where there's Friend Supermarket now and Nintendo.
It was a line of bars.
Yeah. And then we ended up in the deep, which was at the corner. I think it was like saying this is the final spot. Before you go home. And when I was there, I wasn't getting blazed.
Okay.
Because the intention was always to get blazed. So I go back, I used to stand in Tinder. I go home and I just switch on the TV. And then there used to be a TV. It was a gospel TV. It was called Lighthouse. Yes. And I'm watching it. I don't even know where I'd switched it on. And I'm watching Joyce Meyer. And she's there saying, some of you have lived a life. She was telling about her story, how she used to smoke in the car even when she was born again. And say that, I think we are tired of living for this earth. Why don't we live for God?
Yes.
I said, by the way, this woman has an idea. So that morning I woke up and I went to Watoto North.
Yes. KPC North at the time.
Yeah, at the time, KPC. And they say that they're going to have baptism classes for those who want to get saved. I just enrolled immediately. And I didn't hold back the cigarette again. And the following day I went and I got baptized. I even didn't know what I was entering into. But since then I've never looked back.
Looked back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And that's very interesting because some of us, when we started, just for fun, moreover, it took us until we were taken into treatment, to rehab by force. And but the story changed, which is good.
Yeah, turned every mess into a message.
Exactly. And that's what we are doing now.
Yes.
So here you are. You have managed to pass through secondary school. Yeah, so I went to Mbara High School for my 6 years. And while I was there, one of my most interesting memories is that 5,000K. The way I planned for it. Yes. Because I knew it wouldn't take me all through, I went to my grandma's place and asked her to give me millet. She gave me a debe of millet. A debe? What is a debe in English? A debe is a debe. A tin, I don't know, but it's...
A debe. Okay, she gave me a debe of millet and I put it, and I removed my books and I put the millet in the suitcase. Then I put the books in a cavera. It was called PIL. PIL, you notice it would close with buttons. One side had the calendar, the other side had the Chinese. I put my books. So I went and buried 2,000 in the millet. So when I went to school, these guys would come from Kampala and they would come with nice biscuits. By then they were in the tins, the metallic ones, not before the plastics one came. So when they would finish, I said, just give me the empty. And so in the middle of the time when guys were broke, I went to the saw milling machine, used my 2K to make millet. And you know it has a multiplier effect.
Yes, it does.
When you have one debe and you take it there, it gets like 1.25.
Yes.
So I mixed some, I used 1,000, then 500 I used to buy sugar. And I mixed in some of the flour and I put in those empty tins. So I started selling flour. If you want the one with sugar, it's 50 shillings. The one without sugar is 25 shillings a spoon. My friend, while they were taking my flour, I was in the canteen eating eggs. So I think that's why the business, and that
you started working.
Gave me an idea that why don't you stand for food prefect? And then I stood for food prefect. And they voted me. So I knew now break was covered.
It was covered.
Yeah. So challenges are mother of ideas.
Yes.
You know? And that's what I could. Every time there's a challenge, I know this has come for me to discover what is ahead. This is a setup for something good.
Yes.
This challenge is a setup. How do I outmaneuver it? That's how I look at things in life. So every time I find negative energy, I try to look out for what is the positive in this, you know?
Yes.
Because I have learned that there's no truth in life. It's ruthless.
Yes.
Yes. So you just have to just have to be alert.
Yes. I'm trying not to laugh because you'll be saying serious things. But so
but you see, we shouldn't take this life so serious. After all, we want to get out of it alive.
I know.
So now, every 60 seconds you spend angry, you lose a minute of happiness. That is too much.
So we shouldn't be serious.
No, you can be serious, but it doesn't mean you lose yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, there can only be you. You see, there are three kinds of you.
Yes.
There is the Bill that everybody knows.
Yes.
That even me, Pablo, you know Bill.
Yes.
Then the second Bill is the Bill that Bill and God only know. Where Bill is in his private alone, him and God are the ones who know.
Yes.
Then there is the Bill that even Bill doesn't know. Okay. Only God knows. For example, he knows when you'll die. He knows where you'll be tomorrow. He knows.
Yes.
It's only him who knows. Now the Bill you should pay attention to is the second one. The Bill that you and God know. Pay attention to that one, because they say love your neighbor as you love yourself. But you can't love your neighbor until you love yourself. So the first thing is to appreciate yourself. Say, I am who I am. God loves me the way I am. He has plans for me. Yes. And I know I can be the greatest thing on this planet Earth because there's one DNA, one fingerprint that is mine.
True.
Yeah. So it's once you look at it that way, you won't enter into pity parties, and say, how, why me, what? No.
Yes.
Yeah. Just look at, okay, what am I up to now? If things fall apart, how do I get up?
Yes.
Life is about getting
So you
up.
You are thinking this way when you are going through school. Because now I see you're already learning how to do business, survive.
Yes. I used to make sure that I befriend people who add value to me.
The rich ones. Planned kids.
Well, surprisingly, the ones who are my friends were the brilliant ones, and most of them were not from high-end families.
Yes.
I would know that this one is good at math, that one is good at physics, because I was very bad at math. The only thing I could do was abacus. So you befriend those who are going to help you in that area, and then there are those who also want your help. Hey, they are rich. You can do their homework and they give you a penny. So it's how you look at things. And then later in life, they're what we call dream stealers. They take what they call your star.
Yes.
There are people who say, Bill is like this. I want something from Bill like this. And then they want to, suck out the good in you. So there are also those kinds of people in life.
Yes.
So that's why you have to keep your antennas, alert to know who has good intentions for me, who has ill intentions for me. And in the entertainment industry, it's very, very tough. Because the people who trade joy are the same people who you'll find in rehab centers.
Exactly. Yes.
And that is very unfortunate.
It is, yeah.
But it's because people fail to understand them as, they don't look at them beyond being an artist.
Yes.
For example,
they don't see them as normal human beings.
I'll give you an example.
Yes.
One time I wasn't feeling well. So I go to the hospital, and when I went to this hospital, I won't mention it, and I find the lady at the reception. She's like, oh, Pablo Wagwan. I'm like, yo, Rasta fried rice and Celesta ate it. And so we started cracking jokes.
Yes.
And she told me, so you've come a patient, you have a patient here. What brings you to the hospital? I said, I'm sick. And she laughed. Said, Pablo, you're joking. I said, it's not a joke. I'm sick. Said, you're sure? Hey. Said, okay. You're sure? I said, I'm very, very sure. So she said, okay. She registered, that they are, said, okay, now you sit there with the other patients. Then the other patients also laughed. They said, Pablo, what's up? I said, we are here. And I'm also like you. They said, no, Pablo, you must be looking for something. Then a doctor comes, sees me there and says, oh, Pablo, how are you? I said, I'll be fine now that you're here. Then the people laughed. So he calls another patient. So he reads my name after and says, Kenneth Kimuli. I stand up. I says, oh, Pablo, where are you going? You're going out? I said, no, you called me. He said, hey, He said, you're going to Kenneth Kimuli. I said, yes. He said, okay. Now, what is it? What's the problem? I said, I am sick. The doctor laughed. He said, Pablo, you want something from our hospital. And then he said, okay, you come. Took me to his office, his space. I told him I was feeling the joint pain is what? Symptoms. He knocked it with the other kahama. Then he said, okay, you go and do a blood test. Now, I don't know. I think Fate has a warped sense of humor.
Yes.
When the results came, I was okay. But remember, I was seated with other patients because I didn't go back.
Yes.
Now, instead of calling me, like how he was calling other patients to go and give them their results, he came waving mine and laughing. Said, didn't I tell you? Pablo is okay. All right. Then the patients laughed. The lady laughed. Then I said, hey. The doctor said, I think you just need to go and sleep. I said, but you say I have blisters on the mouth. Said, I think you're just tired. Then he said, no, because people are laughing. I said, okay, at least give me something to massage my, just to convince, at least don't you have like a Panadol or magnesium? And they laughed at me. But later when I was going out, I said, okay, now I understand why artists or people in arts lose it, because people don't take them seriously. Now imagine,
especially comedians.
Yeah, imagine if I had a temperament that was melancholic, or if I was a person who easily gets off wires.
True.
You know?
And there are people who, especially comedians, who are totally different.
Yes.
When they are not acting, they are on the extreme side.
Yes.
They are quiet, reserved.
Absolutely.
And even snap. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so I said, oh, now I understand. You know? The other thing that is killing artists is the pressure. There's too much pressure. Because you're looking for a hit. If you're not looking for a hit, you're a comedian, you're looking for a gig. People meet you and they say, hey, Pablo, we no longer see you. Now, if you don't know how to handle yourself, you can easily lose it.
Yes.
You say, hey, you mean I died? Hey? But you see, every artist has a curve, you know? There's a point where Michael Jackson was at his peak, but it didn't stop others from coming up.
Yes.
And they're like, yes, he's around, but there are others who have come. The moment you think you're the moon, you lose it.
You forget that the sun can go out.
And then you need to know that the sky is too big for all the stars to shine.
We are going to get to that because we are going to come to a lot of understanding how mental health, because now you're already getting to that point, how mental health affects people in the entertainment industry, the artists. As we continue with a bit, what I want to know is, even in school, you used to make fun, you were like a comic at the time, or it was despite all your challenges?
Yeah, so when I was in Shimoni, I loved music and dance. I was in the drama club, and I used to love dancing amagunju. It's Baganda cultural dance. Amagunju. I loved it.
Yes.
So when I went to Waranyanji Primary School, they'd never seen it. So I had to teach them to know. And then where I can place the comedy. When we are at Shimoni Demonstration School, there was a National Teachers College next to it.
Yes.
It was called Shimoni Teachers College. Now, every Friday, they used to have a movie evening.
Yes.
And we used to pay 20 shillings to go and watch. Thankfully, my parents were always willing to give it to me.
Yes.
But you see, the movies were limited.
www.streamugradio.com.
Are you looking for visual and audio equipment for hire? Look no further. StreamUG Radio offers a wide range of production equipment like cameras, lights, and other production technical elements. Visit StreamUG Radio at IJ Complex, 2nd floor, Nigeria 1, or contact us on 0767-864-228 or send us an email to info@streamugradio.com.
Yes.
Yeah. Where was I?
So there was
music. Yes.
There was
I was talking about the Teachers College.
Yes, the Teachers College.
And they used to have a movie every evening.
Yes.
But those days, unlike today where we have Netflix and where they're churning out movies all the time.
Yes.
Those days movies would come once in a blue moon. You'd watch Rambo First Blood. Then by the time Second Blood comes, you have really watched First Blood. Then there was, Chuck Norris Delta Force.
Yes.
There was, Wild Geese, The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly.
Yes.
Sound of Music. The movies were limited.
Yes.
Yeah. So we used to pay 20 shillings to watch the same movie.
Again and again.
And by the time,
this band.
At the college. And so by the time has ended, you already know the movie from beginning to end.
Yes.
So when I went to Ranyanji Primary School, I found them they had a subject called handwork. It involved going to the swamp and getting papyrus reeds.
Then you come and make mats. Yes.
I remember I was a short guy. I entered the swamp. It was called Nyampimbi. It swallowed me. I was just removed like Pingu. And so I didn't know how to navigate. Then I realized I told one guy a movie, Delta Force. The guy was wowed. He told his friends, man, this guy has a story of a movie. Said, you tell us. I started telling them Delta Force. Chuck Norris came here the bike which had missiles. The guy started looking at me. I told them, now, if you want me to continue the story, each one give me 3 papyrus reeds. Because I'm telling. So they collected the papyrus reeds for me. They said, continue. Now there was another problem. How to carry the papyrus reeds. I said, now for me to continue the story, somebody needs to carry the what? The reed. They carried them, took them to school. They said, now tell the story. I told them, Ram First Blood. It ended. I said, now for me, for me to continue the story, you need to make the mat. Hey. So they started making the mat. I tell them, hey, Terminator. Then when they, just to know, by the end of it, and I noticed they loved action. I reached a point and ran out of movies, and I had to tell them Sound of Music with action.
The Pablo version.
How do you solve the problem version. Like Maria? Then the children came. No, I just had to imagine sound effects.
Yes.
And at the end of the term, my mat was the best. Yet I had not even touched it. And I was given a plastic cup as thank you. Weird stuff.
Like you said, the people in the clinic. Now, I don't know if you're telling me a real story or if you're just joking.
It's a true story. I'm telling you. Those days, they gave me a plastic cup and took the mat. Those teachers. Those teachers were very funny. I remember one time a teacher who used to teach us science. We used to revise balanced diet.
Yes.
Now later I realized that actually we used to study balanced diet, revise it after every month. And the way I didn't know that the teacher was shopping because she would divide us into 4 groups.
Yes.
She would say, today we are studying balanced diet. Balanced what? Diet. Group A, you are proteins. What are you? We are proteins. What are proteins? Eggs, beans, milk. Okay, group A, tomorrow you bring proteins. Group B, what are you? Carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? Cassava, potatoes. Very good. Tomorrow, group B, you bring carbohydrates.
Yes.
Then another group, roughages. So basically, the following day, you'd think we are going to a marketplace because I was in the village.
Yes.
So you'd see this one coming with 4 cabbages, the one coming with a tray of eggs. Then comes the kadomol of milk. Says, proteins, where are you? We are here. Let's see, what is this? Milk. What is this? Eggs. Okay, can I monitor? Take to my home. So basically, we were shopping for
the teacher.
Hey.
Okay.
Then after a month, you repeat it. I said, Banang, this is serious. So I can trace the comedy through that storytelling because I had to apply the dramatic license to lie.
Yes.
Because if the movie didn't have effects,
you didn't get the returns.
Yes.
But then through all this now, did you have moments? I know in the beginning you told me that happiness, great happiness. But during all this time, weren't there moments when you were low?
Yeah.
Angry?
Absolutely. There's a time I even attempted suicide. I remember, I think I was maybe senior 2. I went and, I was hungry. And they'd kept bananas. I think they were for the last born. The man ate them. Allah! They told me that my auntie was looking for me. Hi. And I knew her kindness.
Yes.
I said I'd rather die. I ran to the coffee plantation with a knife. I reached there, I wanted to poke myself, but I looked at the knife. The knife looked at me. Said, now what? Then the Shamba man came and phoned me with a knife. Said, what are you doing? You buy with a knife? Said, I just come to cut coffee. But you see, the mental journey for me.
Yes.
You know, by the time you take that decision,
yes,
it was really, really crazy. Yeah.
No.
So I think, and also again, one time I did something, and that's why I fear psychological torture.
Yes.
I think you'd rather beat me than psychologically torture me. When I just finished my senior 4, you know, there's always that week where you go home before.
Yes.
So I went home and my auntie was there with the Shamba man. And when I reached there, they told him to also take leave because he had been working for long. So it was just my auntie and I, and my uncle would go to work. Yes. So I'd wake up every morning, milk, and then they would take the milk to the dairy. By the time I'm done with cleaning the cow space and what, I come home, I find porridge. Okay. So something told me, how can you milk? And you don't drink milk.
Yes.
So one day I hid some milk. After milking, I went with a cup, a Gamma, Ken Poly.
Yes.
Yeah? Half a liter. Yes. So after I got it, covered it with a cavera and hid it under trees, covered it with grass. Then I took the rest. Now, when I came back after doing other things, I didn't find it. Said, who took my milk? So when I came back at home, I found it was the only washed cup on the what is a katandaro in English? Where they put things up to dry.
Bed. Yeah.
It was the only cup. And my auntie didn't say anything. And I knew. She's buckle. Day 1, nothing. Day 2, nothing. But you know how you go enter bed and you're alert because you don't know they might attack you in the bed. Because that is theft.
Yes.
Therefore, I said, Pablo, they are going to kill you. So I went to our neighbors. There's a lady, my saw, rest in peace, she died. She was called Kweronda. I went to her place. She had passion fruits. I told her, can I sell for you in the Nyakabiri's trading center? I went and sold, but I put in some a little addition.
More water.
No, I was selling the fresh ones.
Yes.
So if it's 1,000, I will sell 1,200.
Yes.
So I ended up having 7,000. Now, the following day, I timed after doing my work. I got my car bag. I told my cousin, I have gone. I think she didn't understand what I was telling her.
Yes.
I went those days to a bus called Steyr. You remember Steyr bus?
Yes.
Didn't I bought the Steyr bus?
Going where?
Kampala. Did I even know where I was going?
Because of the milk.
Yes. I knew that I had cousins who stayed in Tinda. Where in Tinda is, I don't know.
But I'll find
I got the bus, Steyr bus. Then I reached in Mbarara. Then I got another bus, SB and yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, when I reached Kampala, I'm in the parking. I entered the taxi park. I don't know where to go. But thankfully, those days, the taxi park used to have synergies.
Yes.
Unlike today where they're just calling.
Yes.
They had synergies and I entered the taxi going to Ntinda. I said, where it stops is where I will stop. I entered the taxi. It stops in Ntinda stretcher. And everybody got out. Somebody thought I'd arrived. I stopped at SDV Transami.
Yes.
And those days there used to be mango trees, huge ones. Yes. It was dark.
Yes.
So I reached there, I find some guys standing. I asked them, is this Ntinda? They said, no, Ntinda is ahead. So the guy tells me, the guy was kind. He said, no, let's wait for it. We're also waiting for a taxi to Ntinda. So it came, I paid 100 shillings. We reached the mosque of Ntinda.
Yes.
Now that's where it stopped. And I said, have we reached Ntinda? I said, here we are. I said, now where do I sleep? But you know, God is good.
Yes.
When I was there, after like an hour, I saw a man from our village. I said, wherever this man is going, I am going with him. So I meet him. What's it called? Vyamukama. I said, Vyamukama, how are you? He was happy to see me. He said, where are you going? I said, I'm looking for Kaganda's home. He said, oh, no, you have reached. I said, yeah. He took me there. They were happy to see me.
Yes.
I didn't tell them what had brought me. Second day, They didn't hear anything. Third day, my uncle was concerned. Said, so, we see you with the bag. So I told him, man, uncle, it's a wrong story. Then I opened up to him. But he was a good man. May his soul rest in peace. Yeah, he was kind. Said, okay, you sit, we shall deal with it. You know, those days there were no mobile phones.
Yes.
I'm talking about, this is 1997.
Yes. There were only these.
You know. So in the village, they were looking for me. I was nowhere. Until one of my, I think he told my other uncles, so they wanted to go to the post office and call the post office to tell somebody that, Keno is in Kampala. Hey, my uncle. But why? All that is because of psychological torture.
Yes.
Yeah? If she had called me and given me my chiboko, or if she had told me what you have done is wrong.
Have you ever talked about it again?
With her, no, she passed on.
Oh, sorry.
But we never got the opportunity to talk about it. But you see.
But what if she wasn't the one? What if she wasn't the one?
Who did what?
Who took the milk?
You see, the fact that I found the cup there, and it's only the two of us at home.
Okay.
If there were like 3 or 4 people, it was just the two of us.
You. Okay.
Yeah? It's like if we are in a room and somebody spoils the air and you're 2 of you, you know what?
You know,
Yes. So, so that's why I'm always against psychological torture.
True.
And that's a number 1 trigger of mental health challenges. Because you see, mental health doesn't mean that running mad. No.
Yes.
It means that mentally you're not stable.
You're not stable.
You see, we all have a justifiable amount of madness. Should I call it like that? It's the degree that varies.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the scale.
On the scale. That's why you find that some people get angry. And some people are always happy. But if they get angry, can get a panga and cut you.
Yes.
But in that moment, it's not him. So all of us have an understandable degree of anger.
Yes.
But, you know, what triggers that is the question.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it the psychological aspect around you? Is it the physical? Are you being physically harassed? You know, most marriages lately, you hear they were breaking up not because there was infidelity or what.
Yes.
It's just psychological torture.
Silent treatment.
Yes. Lately, there are many marriages which it's a new thing. It's called LAT. LAT, L-A-T, living apart together.
I think that is the most common.
So that's the only way they are dealing with the mental health, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do believe that it's a challenge.
It is.
The things you see, let me tell you. People see people going to concerts, Kampala, every day there's a concert. I mean, just look at only this last week. There was Oktoberfest. From Oktoberfest, there was a concert after concert.
Yes.
You hear, not just like there was King Saha, there's Nyege, Nantongo, what? Everything is happening. And every place is full. And the people are happy. And you're like, wow, Ugandans are happy. No! Yeah. They are looking for spaces to where they can offload, you know?
Yeah.
The person will earn 30K and says, what would you, let me buy a ticket. The 20K will look after the family.
Bars are full.
Yes. They are not there because they are making it. They are looking for spaces.
Escape, we call it.
Escape. You know, it's escape. Literally, it is escape. You know? That's why when you greet somebody, say, how are you business? I'm fine. But what was the, you know?
Yes.
That means that, and you know, if you want to know how somebody is really genuinely feeling, greet them at least 3 times. Say, yes, Bill, how are you? Says, yeah, I'm fine. How are you? I'm okay. I am. Otherwise, how are you? Says, yeah, we are there, but you know the economy and stuff. Hey, so then, so how are things? How are you? Says, man, things like, do you have 20K? You know, like they open up. The more you.
True.
So we are living in times that there's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
You know, there are taxes. Lots of stuff. You're at a wedding, but you see the bride and groom are not happy because they're already thinking about the dates they've accrued just to appease people, you know? So all of us need to understand the point in, you see, if you're not genuine to yourself, if you can't pledge, don't pledge. Nobody will kill you that you didn't pledge for a wedding.
Yes.
Just
but
because
people fear appearances. In fact, we have people who pledge, but they'll never fulfill.
Yeah.
So they do it for the sake of.
Yes. You see, it's very impossible to arrange for someone's happiness because you'll ironically end up jeopardizing your own.
Yes.
Yeah. If I want to please people, I have no problem. They're calling me bad as long as I know that I'm. God knows that I'm doing what is right,
yes.
not only for myself.
Yes.
Because love your neighbors, you love yourself. But if I can't handle 10K for myself, why should I give it?
Yes.
You know,
True.
it sounds like a bit mean. Yes, I mean died, but it's just being truthful to
I get
yourself.
it. I get
Being a
it.
people pleaser kills, and
Yes.
that's where problems begin.
True.
If a person calls you and says, lend me 50K, if you don't have it, don't say, let me call you back.
Let me call you back.
You're setting up yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Just say, you know what? I don't have it, but you can start with this 5K.
Okay. True. Yes, we are with Pablo in the studio, and I'm really honored to be here. Like I've mentioned, I don't know whether to be serious or not to be serious, but he says we only live once. And so I'm like, I'll laugh when I need to laugh. Yes, and we have talked so much. We have talked about his childhood, about school. I didn't know that he was also capable of suicide. I thought he's a happy man, and happy people don't do that. But of course, from experience, we have had even big comedians globally who have offed themselves.
Yeah, the guy who did Robbie something. The guy who did acted as a lady, committed suicide a couple years ago.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember something Robbins.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that one committed suicide. The gentleman who sang "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Yes,
committed suicide.
Yes,
you know, there's this gospel lady. What's her name? I'm forgetting her name. She committed suicide recently. There are two twins who are very famous, Bazungu. I read last week that they died and it was called assisted suicide.
Suicide, yes.
I found that so weird.
They do it in some countries, especially in the Schengen states.
So it's weird. It's very weird. When you look at the entertainment industry, you find that they're taking drugs. Why do they take drugs?
And we are going to come to that. There is a lot going to come up in the next hour where we shall be talking about how it's affecting, mental health is affecting the entertainment world. And we are also going to find out more about Pablo Kimuli and how he manages himself, what he does. I want to hint on it. There is an organization you mentioned, Pill
Power.
Pill Power.
Yes.
We want to know more about that and how it helps people and how your growing up contributed to this.
Mind Matters, the weekly check-in with Bill Bekunda. Sundays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Featuring real talk, real stories, real support. This is the Mind Matters on StreamUG Radio. Your life, your music.